posted today. And then from there, we're going to pretty much do a duet. So as I speak quickly at times, I'm going to do some kind of intro slides of what we're talking about, and then I'm going to have Cindy along the way just kind of put that into real meaning for us. So we're going to kind of go back and forth in a duet. We do have a lot of information to cover tonight, but if you have questions along the way, I'd rather you ask them than get stuck on a question. So sometimes when we're just stuck on a point, then we can't move forward in the presentation, and I certainly don't want your brain or your thoughts getting stuck in here. So if you have a quick question, you may use the chat area, and I can kind of gauge the chat area, or you may go ahead and speak up, and if we can be any more clear about the things that we'd really, really like you to understand. We're going to be talking a lot about your energy body tonight, and kind of those things that happen along the way. So I'd just like for you to take a quick moment and a few very deep breaths. And just come into the present moment of the call so you're not distracted along the way. And I just want you kind of breathing out very, very deeply, releasing what it is that you came into contact with. So we kind of let go of the rest of today and just be present for the call. This is an hour call. We just have the 15 minutes at the end, so the introductions don't get in the way. So we will finish up the call right around 15 after. So first things first, we want to talk about the energy body and that first kind of meditative exercise to get you into a place. And if you can take another quick breath. And as you have questions, please let me know, as those happen. So here's where we start. Is basically we want to get you from that mind chatter space into where you're freely flowing with your energy and coming from inspiration. So we will speak a lot about that. But generally our brains are running 60,000 thoughts. Every day, every minute, they're constantly going on. And unfortunately, most of us have, 80 to 95% of those are negative thoughts, emotions, feelings, things that are happening within us. So we want to take you from the ugly picture on the left-hand side to something that is far more free and working from inspiration on the right. Which picture do you respond to right now? Most of us probably want to respond to the right-hand side, but by the end of the day, we may be feeling like more of the left-hand side. So we did want to generally show the difference between maybe therapy and coaching and long definition. We're going to talk about the general layers of kind of healing the body and the spirit. So I simplified those definitions into something that actually came from a call I was on with Pamela Chapman on the phone. In therapy, she has said, has you looking back, where coaching keeps you looking forward. And I believe through the work that I've done with the energy coaching and the work that Cindy is able to do, we can actually clear the way for things to move forward. So we do want to consider that layer by layer. How do we get to that manifestation place? And layer by layer, how do we clear up the path along the journey? So I hope that's a little easier than the definition. I just wanted to break it down to its simpler sense. So if we could see the energy body, which actually would give you the opportunity to see it, some visualizations in your mind might be the woman on the left, where we're storming through what might be happening throughout the day or might be happening in situations or with feelings. The gentleman in the right upper hand corner, this one is kind of showing the vibration that we all carry. That vibration is sometimes synchronized and sometimes not so synchronized. And then the picture in the bottom right-hand corner kind of shows us what we look like every day in the fact that we have all these deadlines, we have all these projects, we're trying to keep a hold of all of them. And if you're a person that doesn't plan ahead, if you're a person that doesn't take notes, then a lot of times we're trying to hold it all in our head at once, and then we wonder why maybe at noon we're suddenly trying to breathe again. So I just want to give you a few pictures, but here's the real benefit of coming on tonight's call, is we wanted to show you what Kirlian photography can do, and it will show us the actual pictures instead of having to give you a visual. So this is the actual picture of your energy field, and I'm going to have Cindy explain a little bit of this. but it shows the ideal, what your energy should look like when taken with the technology is called a GDV camera. So when we take that picture, we want to look exactly like the woman in the picture, but our own gender, so to speak.
We store every thought, emotion, and experience in our bodies at an energy level. So this picture you're looking at is called a biogram, and we're going to be looking at some actual biograms on some clients. You have to remember everything is energy, everything vibrates, vibrations can be measured, and they can be transformed. So with this technology, Julie's going to go to the next screen and show us the biogram. The one on the left is a young boy who had an iPod and a cell phone. Not much of them there. Usually when we look at, if you look in the upper right and we're looking at that energy field, that is computer generated. I have never found that energy field on anybody I've taken a picture on. It is usually dense, it's uniform, and it's smooth. Do you see anything smooth about the picture on the left? Or dense?
No.
No. Now the one on the right, we had him turn off the iPod, we had him turn off the cell phone, and we had him rest for 45 minutes. And then we retook the picture. You can at least see that the energy is trying to come in and form again around the body. But this is why when we have sessions, we ask you to use a landline, because Julie and I don't like to compete with other frequencies. This one was a 18-year-old girl. The energy that has been shifted away from her spine is stress. If you look at the picture on the right, that is after an hour session. We've pretty much taken the monkeys off her back. And this woman pretty much was gutted energetically. I think we worked 5 hours on her due to the holes and the gaps in her energy field to really try to get her back, and she's been doing great ever since. We've kind of created a new person here. Okay.